Every guy who has ever given up meth ever. And Brownie, I just want to start by saying, mate, it's really nice to see you out without your support worker tonight.
As Tim said, I took this on 24 hours notice, so please forgive me. And it's hard because I do really respect Nick as a person and as a comic. And as Tim said, someone pulled out right at the last minute, which is what Nick's dad wish he did.
Justin Brown is 40 and single by choice. It's not his choice.
Thanks for bringing that up, Nick. Cheers. Nick is like the coronavirus because nobody wants him inside them.
Except like my missus, who's over there, as opposed to yours, who is imaginary. And mate, that's very relevant because you were born in Kerwin, which means you were probably circumcised when your dad kicked your sister in the jaw.
Another sister. It's a coincidence. We've got a Kelso resident here. He's just thinking, we call that a family barbecue. It's a coincidence, this isn't my joke, but coincidence, Nick's missus is from Canada. Someone wants a visa. Here's my last joke, I said that was off the cuff. Nick thinks it's fun to be punched and spat on during sex. Well, that's what Father O'Reilly told him.
Fuck me, that is a prime example of quality over quantity. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Rightio, so round one, do we give it to Nick Jones? Do we give it to Justin Brown? Look, we're going to call that one a draw. We will? Okay. Look, because it's a draw, Justin, you go first.
Alright, so Nick is a world-class oxygen thief. He can literally suck the oxygen out of a room. I don't mean that in the way that you're a monumental fuck-up. I mean it in the way that when all the women in this room saw your face for the first time, their vaginas shut so violently it sucked air in.
Now, Brandon, that was pretty good for a Make-A-Wish adult. Justin Brown looks like every person my parents ever told me not to get in a car with.
As I said before, I really admire Nick. Despite not having an ounce of comedic talent, a body like a sunburnt middle-aged Belgian lesbian, you still continue to humiliate yourself on stage without any loss of confidence. Good on you, Nick.
A lot of people don't know this, but Justin Brown's mum actually named his middle name after one of her favourite hobbies. Isn't that right, Justin Anal Fisting Brown?
Nick's naked body is the third biggest cause of bulimia for women in Australia. And the biggest cause of DPS, dry pussy syndrome. And your arsehole. Oh, don't get me started on your arsehole. Nick's arsehole is so huge it became famous after they rescued that Thai soccer team out of there.
Mate, I'm very impressed. That's very good from someone who looks like Vladimir Putin with Down syndrome.
Fuck, it keeps going. That's great quality. Third round's going to be a pearl. Have you guys run out of material? No? Right, yeah. Sweet. Anyway, round two. Do we give it to Nick Jones? Woo! Should we give round 2 to Justin Brown? Wow, rightio. Because it's a draw and we're heading into the final round. If you... No, hear me out, you dickhead. Rightio. So basically, if he wins this round, you have 1 joke each. Keep one in the barrel, like your dad should have. But anyway, we're going to start this off with Nick Jones. Give him everything you got, buddy.
Justin Brown looks like the offspring of an autistic person and another autistic person. I've got to keep going, right? Justin Brown has a lazy eye, which is why it always looks like his face is set to mild stroke. If Justin Brown was an object, he would be a participation ribbon.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Justin Brown is to Townsville comedy what Stephen Hawking is to running.
Give me a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And fuck this guy. Alright, Nick, here we go. Ding, ding. Why do you constantly look like you're holding your breath? You're so red. I do not know whether you're trying to do comedy or choking, but then again, that normally happens at the same time. Nick sweats so much, you'd sweat in a fucking freezer. Nick was a child model. His only modelling campaign was as a visual example for a kid who shouldn't do contact sport. Nick's favourite song is It's Raining Men, which he used to sing when he was getting come on during AFL Mad Monday. What'd you say? That wins. Fuck. I just won your boy back. Anyway, back to your arsehole. Nick's bum's nickname is Broken Submarine because it's filled with dead seamen. Nick gets fisted more than a muppet. I met Nick when I caught him wanking off at an autoerotic asphyxiation session. Worst carols by candlelight ever. Nick is an anti-abortionist only because after his parents got to know him, they wish they aborted him. I'm not saying you have a reddish skin tone, but you are the reason you shouldn't ejaculate into a woman while she's bleeding. Oh, that was the line, was it? That was the line. Fucking Jesus. You know, I had to delete like 5 jokes. That made the cut. Nick spent a lot of time alone as a child, not because he's an introvert, it's because he's a fuckhead. You look like a hippie clogged artery. That'll do, we've got to save a joke. Okay.
He forgot the rules. Should we give him a sympathy 2 jokes left? No. Look, as a wise man once said, fuck the people. Rightio. So, round 3, who does it go to? Nick Jones? Or do we give it to Justin Brown? You should have remembered your last 2 jokes. You're not up here to fuck spiders. Get off. Rightio, though. We're going to let him tell 2 jokes. It's redemption? Rightio.
Justin Brown looks like the type of person who films pornography. Okay, that was shit. Justin Brown, single, 40, has finished Tinder, and mate, I hope I'm that upbeat when I realise I'm dying alone.
Yeah, I'm glad we waited for them. That was great. I've seen all the Tinder in Townsville. There's like 3 women on there. This is my last joke that I was saving. If Nick were arrested for being in possession of 1 terabyte of child porn, the first thing I'd think is he must have another computer hidden somewhere.
Your winner, Justin Brown! Good work, Nick. Look, Good effort. That was a fucking great battle. Well fought. So Justin's going to start this mediator for the last battle. We're going to get the winning loser from the first round. Paddy Horton, you're up. I'm going to hand the mic over to Justin Brown.
Give me a round of applause. Hey, where you two going? Where you two going? Coming. Oh, yeah, right. Right. Hey, thanks for sitting up the front. Give me a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're going to do the same format. For those of you who don't know, this is your first roast. Tim's the actual reigning, defending North Queensland roast battle individual champion. So this is fucking esteemed presence we're in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out. Sorry?
I'm not fighting you, it's alright.
Why aren't you wearing your belt?
Because his missus wears that. Anyway, no, so to answer your question, sir, we had one roast pull out, so we just thought we'd do this as a bit of a treat. Is that good enough for you? Fuck. Alright, so paper, scissors, rock. Gentlemen?
Get him, Paddy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give our first roaster a round of applause.
Justin Brown. Tim Axton looks like the white cabbie that Sheehan got in with. Righto.